today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First down, Hanson. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Ball carrier. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 74 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The quarterback is sacked.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hanson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 49-yard line.
The give to Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
From the gun on third down, Eason. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun is Eason. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Hansen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Hansen. Completion here to Claypool. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To chase Claypool. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Hansen. And it's complete, Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
1st down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete to
Chase Claypool. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
For 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
4-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Good.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Campbell making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And at the 31-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. throwing on first down. Hansen. Quick slant to Brown.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Hansen. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. To throw again, Hansen. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Operating from the gun, Hansen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off inside the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Titans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hansen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So we have come to halftime, and what the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On first down, Jacob Eason. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Titans' 24-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hansen. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Intended for
Derek. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work.
How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Jonathan Taylor.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They run with Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Looking to run with Mack. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Titans first down.
From the gun, Hansen. Over the middle here to Brown.
Hansen.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tennessee.
Operating from the gun, Hansen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Complete.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 7 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first and 10, Hansen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
A loss of 9 yards.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Complete to Chase Claypool.
On third down, Hansen.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Chase Claypool.
On first down, Hansen. Offense for them has been under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Hansen.
He'll find Williams on the slant.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Off play action, Hansen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more For the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT,